Hey guys, let's take a look at week 8. Hope your week went really well. You doing this stuff every day, little by little? Good, I think. I think I heard somebody say yes. Okay, anyway, pull out a piece of paper, pause it, try the pop quiz and see how you do. All right, let's take a look. We have for number 1, 15 and 4 zeros. That's 150,000. Number 2 is 27 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, which is, of course, my and okay. All right, this one is a 7 with 2 zeros, 700. This one is also a 7 with 3 zeros, so 7,000. And number 5 is 66 with 5 zeros. And this, of course, no. Okay. This one is 560 plus 21, which is 581. This, of course, is the same question as that, but with 2 zeros added to that. This one is 0.2 times 8,000, or 2 times 800, or 1,600. Number 9 is a percent, is 84.7%. To a decimal, this is a simple division problem with decimals, which is going to be 0.64. Okay, and let's warm up, pause it, and try these 4. Use mental as much as you can. I mean, try to get these in your head. You should be getting a little quicker and better at the process of doing this. So try this and see how you do. Okay, number 1, 0.7 times 3,000, or 7 times 300, 2,100. Number 2, 0.6 times 12,000, or 6 times 1,200, or 7,200. This is a little more tricky here, but very doable. When you look at this, make sure your brain is saying 62 times 8. That's what you need to be thinking. 60 times 8 is 480. 2 times 8 is 16. 480 plus 16, 496. The only thing that makes that reasonable is 496 with a 0 on it right there. Okay. Number 4, 30% of what number is 180? Kind of funky. I can do it either way. 30%, 0.3 of what number? X times X is 180. Boom. All right. Divide by 0.3 and you will get for an answer 600. If you do the other way, fraction equals fraction, you will get 30%, 3/10. What number and 180? And again, you got to figure out, which one do I go where? Draw a picture. 30% of some number is 180. So there's the 180. And this is 30% of some number. Obviously, the number we're looking for is bigger. So since we have 180 left, and what number? The 180 is smaller, so it goes on top. Just like the 3 is smaller, it goes on top of the 10. Cross multiply, 3 times x equals 1,800. Well, look at there. 600 again. There you go. Okay. All right. Our trick for the day. You ready? We're going to find the total cost of something with interest or tax or whatever. Total cost. Okay. And this is the kind of thing where if you're ever sitting there looking at some cost of something and trying to figure out the total cost, this is one where you go, yeah, you can use a calculator or whatever. But there's a much easier way to do this than to do something else and try to add them. Much easier way, which I'm going to show you how. Okay, number 1, you're going to write the total cost without the interest or tax. In other words, what does it say on the sticker? I'm assuming there's a sticker on there. If there's no sticker, that means it's free. Feel free to take as many as you want out of the store. Help yourselves. The police will understand. Yeah, just explain to them. All right, number 2, write 1 point where that part is the interest or tax percent. In other words, if the interest or tax percent is 10%, write 1.10 if you want. Or if it's 8%, write 1.08. Okay, that's what you want to know. All right, the third thing is you multiply. And that's, again, where you can use a calculator if you want to, if it's a lot of numbers or whatever. So much easier to do it that way. Because some people go, oh, well, the cost of this is $39.95 with 7% tax. Oh, $39.95. Now I'm going to multiply 39.95 times 0.07, and I'm going to get that number. And then I'm going to add that back to forget all that. Just go 39.95 times 1.07. You could probably estimate that either $40, then 7% is $2.80, somewhere around there. So calculator if you want to, but I've made these deliberately simple. So What's the total cost of an $8,000 car if the sales tax is 6%? Well, you just don't forget your steps here. Oops, back here. Write the total cost, write 1.0, boom, multiply. So it's 8,000 times 1.06. By the way, if you're ever sitting here going, oh, I don't have a calculator, I wonder if I could just do this in my head, the answer is yes. Remember when you look at those decimals and zeros, look at them. You don't need any of them. Turn this into a normal problem without all that stuff. 8 times 106. What's 8 times 106? 848, right? If that car is $8,000, tell me what a reasonable price would be with the interest. What needs to happen here? Obviously, right? There you go. There's your answer. Okay. All right. $12,000 loan. The bank charges 8% interest. You could probably do the same thing, right? This is your actual problem. 12,000 times what? 1.08. Okay. But again, you could do this in your head if you want. The real problem is 12 times 108. You know what 12 times 100 is, right? 1,200. 12 times 8 is 96. What's the whole cost if it's 12,000 bucks? Boop, there we go. All right? Try this yourself. Pause it and give it a shot. Okay, now I would probably have used a calculator if I was pressed for time, but or whatever. Okay, so the problem is this. 250 times 1.07. And you could take a calculator and just, that's okay to do that. That's a lot of stuff and it's time consuming, so no big deal. Or you could just go 107 times 25. Okay, 107 times 5, you'd go, oh, okay, 535, then, 214, and then you go, 5, and then 7, and 6, and, $267.50. There you go. Okay, how about this one? Try that. Pause it. Okay, well, your problem is this, 420 times 1.08, which means really the problem is 42 times 108. And altogether, 8 times 4, you could just do the, if you wanted to, do it like this, 216, and then 432. You come around, you get 3, you get 5, boom, there you go, and there you are, right there. Okay, all right. Look at the link to go ahead and go to homeschoolpartners.net/math tips. And on the website, when you go down where it scrolls to this week, and then do the practice sheet and print it out. Print out the key, which is the second page. Do all the problems first before you check your answers. And that should do us for this week. So you guys have a great week. Take care.